Rich, how happy are you that the military, you were supposed to go on a field excursion where you did some drill sergeant filming stuff, and then the Army did Army stuff? I want to watch you get heated up.
What
Because the
happened?
guys don't know about this story, and I
My heart
know.
just sank in my fucking stomach, dude. It irritates the shit out of me. You fucking got the nerve, dude. You picked the nerve.
What did I miss? What
Yeah, I haven't heard of this.
Oh, well, we almost had a Nick and Ethan story where we were going to go to a post. And, well, fuck it. I'll just say it because who gives a shit. We were going to go to Fort Campbell, Zach and I. And because I'm a part-timer in the reserves, obviously I have drill weekends. So I tell my command, I go, hey, the last week of March, the 25th through the 28th, I think it was, there's a best squad competition at Fort Campbell with the 101, and they want some unsub guys to go there, people in the unsub universe. And I got invited because I'm, myself. What I'd like to do, and this is me talking to my unit, what I'd like to do is I would like to exchange my weekend drill for those 4 days. So this is like the end of February, and my drill days are like the 1st and 2nd of March, whatever the first weekend was. And they're like, oh, that's perfect. Yeah, don't come in this upcoming weekend. Go down for 2 days to Fort Campbell, and I sell it. They're like, hey, hi, we know that you're the social media guy. Our battalion and our brigade and our division actually want to use you in some sort of way, but whatever you feel comfortable with. And I'm like, perfect. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to film a bunch of shit. I'm going to promote the Army. I'm going to promote being a reserve drill sergeant, because we do a lot of, Soldier of the Year competitions, or, best warrior competitions, because we're drill sergeants. We're subject matter experts in soldiering. So we know the basics. We can run the ranges and things like that. And so they're like, this is going to be great. This is a recruiting opportunity for the Army, a recruiting opportunity for reserve drill sergeants, which we are in need of. And everybody was happy as a pig in shit. And then the fucking Army armied. Nicholas, Ethan, and you know what I'm talking about. Everything was fine. The lieutenant that Zach is talking to, the point of contact down there in Campbell, is like, this is going to be great. You guys can do these things. And it starts off with, you can do anything and everything. Come and hang out with us. And then as the month goes on and we get closer to the 24th, 25th of March, they start taking away things. They're like, all right, well, we don't know if you can shoot anything. You may need to do a certain safety thing, or, okay, well, we can't really have you out on the ranges with these people. But when I say range, for everybody that's listening, a range isn't just a rifle range. An obstacle course is also a range. So a range is just any training area. So they're like, all right, we can't have you on the training areas now. And then you can't shoot anything. And then it became, you just get to sit there and watch and film yourselves watching a competition. And I'm like, I'm not yelling at Zach, but I'm getting loud because I'm getting irritated. And I'm talking loud to Zach. And I'm like, so me, a fucking drill sergeant, still currently serving, can't go fire a fucking weapon that I train these retards to shoot? What the fuck are we doing here? So, well, Zach and I talk, and Zach's like, should I use the power of Eli? And I go, yes, use the power of Eli now. Because one of two things are going to happen. Either, because right now the bridge is already being burnt. Right? You told us we could do all this shit, and then you took it all away for zero fucking reason. So it's not like us talking and using the power of Eli is going to stop anything from happening. Nothing's happening. And the other thing is, if the power of Eli works, then, well, we're in business and we're going to be on the range of shooting shit. Well, power of Eli did not work. Worked for you guys. Didn't work for me and Zach. So it got fucking kiboshed. 2 days, 2 days before I was going to fly out there.
Yep.
I'm sitting there when do I buy my fucking tickets? You buy tickets at the last second. They're always a little bit more expensive to fly out. And Zach's like, it's dead. He's like, I haven't heard anything back from this fucking lieutenant. Campbell hasn't told me anything. And then like 2 days before, the lieutenant messages Zach and is like, hey, sorry we couldn't, help you out with this, squad competition. Would you want to come down in 2 weeks for the Spirit of the Eagle?
Nope.
And Zach's like, why? So you could do this again? Are you fucking retarded, dude? Stupid. Absolutely stupid. So I had to tell my fucking command. I'm like, hey, by the way, you remember how I didn't show up for drill and that was an excused absence because I already had Army shit planned that you approved of? Guess what? The Army fucking armied, and now I'm stuck with my thumb in my ass, short 2 days already this year on having a good year. Because if you're a part-timer in the reserves of the Guard, you have to have a certain number of good days in order to make it a good retirement year. So that year counts towards retirement. Because if you don't, like one of the dipshits that's in my unit, who's a shitbag, he would skip fucking drills all the time and then show up before he got in trouble and never make his days up. And he's got like 18 years in, but he's got 8 good years.
Jesus.
So, yeah. So he's like this close to retirement. And he went to the retirement guy and he was just like, yeah, I got like 2 years before I get out. And they're like, no, you got like 12 years, dude. Like your past 10 years have been garbage. Like you missed out on all the training. That's not a good year. Sorry. So yeah. So the Army armied me, and Eli's power isn't as vast as I once thought it was. Yeah, I've lost respect for him
completely. We did wait. Like Zach was nice because even Zach, he was like, "Hey, don't do." He waited a week. We waited like a week or a month. Like Zach was like, "Hey, don't do that yet," and we waited to have that conversation before anyone got involved. And then it was like,
what was the end result? What happened with that? Because I didn't hear anything about shit.
All
I knew was that
waiting time, it was the wait, and then whenever we finally got the go ahead, it's like, okay, hey, reach out to the guys reached out, and they're like, oh, hey, here, I'll fucking take care of it. Reached out, and they're like, right now with that event, the squad event, whoever was in charge of it, it was because of what was going on. It was a squad event, and then we waited so long for who we reached out to. They couldn't do anything at that point. They're like, our hands are tied on that one from the base commander side, so just reach out earlier next time, then we can take care of that. It sucks because everyone got involved. Literally every step got involved at that point because it went from like, great idea, here, everyone can do something, to, oh, look, this person will get in trouble. Oh, this person will get in trouble. Oh, this person will get in trouble. Because why? Same reason not Angry Cops, but Nick and Ethan got told right their day of. It's like, oh no, you can't do that. There's a big no. They're gonna get you in trouble more than anything else. It's so fucking. So it's the Army being the Army. It's fucking.
If there's any higher command or fucking legal watching this shit, if one of us or anyone in our circle goes to your installation for an event and we just front load and say, fuck it, we don't trust anybody, we're just going to call the powers that be and use the power of Eli like weeks in advance, this is why.
Literally every time it is, we'll do it the right way, go through the right channels, and you see what happens when you go through the right channels. That is 2 instances, both fucking.
We're going to light a fire up under someone's ass. Let's go find something to do. Let's pick a random base, and we're all going to do a kind of consensual fucking tour down there.
And I will say, to our boys' credit.
We do it remote. We all go to a different base and dick off on our own and then Skype call.
Dibs on Fort.
You keep that one.
Dude, the top of the brass, they read what you and Zach were trying to accomplish. They're like, wait, what's the issue? This is a great forward message. This is great content all around. What's the issue? I was like, I have no idea. Literally no idea. It's no different than habitually fat. It's a great idea. You just do it, and it's a very positive look for the military marketing every step of the way. And somehow, some way, everyone in between the top brass to the content creators or the individuals that can move the needle fuck it up tremendously. It is astounding.
Everyone's afraid to make a fucking decision. Like, I don't know when that happens like in the rank hierarchy, but like for me, from a very young sergeant all the way up to where I'm at now, like I take the information I have and I make a decision based off of it. Like you're never going to have all the variables. And I don't know what point along the chain people are like, oh, I can't do this. Somebody with a bird or a star on their chest might call me. Like, bro, fucking deal with the consequences. Make a decision.